Shalom, Ahab, Ba, Baraka. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Wahabakakodash, and double honors to the elder apostles, the prophets, and the teachers over at GMS that have been bringing out this 100% truth for the last 40 plus years, and to the sincere Akiawa Akwath salutations. As you can see the title right here, Biometric Tracking. What does CNN News say? Trump will complete biometric entry exit visa tracking system. That's not going into entering and exiting the country. That's going into entering, well, also the country, but it's going into entering and exiting the 10-minute cities, going from state to state, and traveling just across America itself. So you better have your tracking system visa, you better have your visa tracking system, and you better be rich. Because if you're not, they're not going to let you travel. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it.
For years, Congress has required biometric entry-exit visa tracking systems, but it has never been completed. The politicians are all talk, no action, never happens. Hillary Clinton, all talk. Unfortunately, when there is action, it's always the wrong decision. Do you ever notice? In my administration, we will ensure that this system is in place. And I will tell you, it will be on land, it will be on sea, it will be in air. We will have a proper tracking system.
In Revelations chapter 13, verses 16,
All right, you heard him. They're going to have a proper tracking system. So we got to start with Revelation, right? I mean, why should he literally just, this tracking system goes into way more than what you guys think. Like I said, this goes into the MOTB being to everything. It's going to start by tracking you, but what does it do? Entry, exit, tracking system. So to get in and out of these cities that they're getting ready to put up, to get in and out of the state, traveling from state to state, you're going to need this biometric tracking system. He's not talking about all the people traveling abroad, going out of the country, them also, but mainly they're trying to tag the sheep. Because when you own something, you put a mark on it so everybody knows that you have ownership. So are they trying to market? So, and they want Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai to see that this sheep belongs to them. So they're trying to take the sheep from the Most High. And it tells you in Revelation 13 all about the biometric tracking system, starting at verse 16. And he had in his, verse, oh my gosh, once again, Revelation chapter 13, going to verse 16, and it reads, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. 17. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that have the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So you're going to have to be, like I said, subdermally, electronically, and biometrically subscribed to this new society to be a part of it. And see, opening up the borders for the last 4 years, letting as many people in as you can was part of the plan. Because now, what are they doing? They're coming in there swooping up everybody. If you don't look like one of them, they're coming after you. And that is the point. And they're going to come to an understanding, I guess. They're going to come to a certain point in this situation where they're going to say, we need to make sure that everybody is marked with this biometric tracking system. That way we can discern or tell whether you're an American citizen or not. So it's coming down to that. So if you want to be part of the new society that's coming, you're going to have to be biometrically tracked. Okay? And of course, there's a consequence to that. So let's get that really quick. There is a consequence for receiving anything from the oppressor. And let's go ahead and read that. This is Revelation, next chapter over, 14, starting at verse 9. And it reads, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand. So if you get biometrically tracked, let's see what the Most High has in store for you. So this is what Yahweh is going to do. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture, into a cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. This is the end game right here, guys. This is the end game. This is what we've been waiting for. We have literally been waiting for them to push this MOTB on us, so we know where we're at in the prophecies and in the timeline of when Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai is going to save us. Let's jump around a little bit. So now we know that they're pushing this. This is the final straw. This is the end game, and really what they're pushing is policy. Watch this. This is King James Version, Daniel 8:25. And through his policy he causes craft to prosper in his hand. And he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. And shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but shall be broken without hand. So his policies, he's causing the craft, the craftiness to prosper. He's causing wickedness to be on an uprise in the world. And he's doing all of this in the name of peace. But who's getting destroyed? The Israelites. Because when you get biometrically tracked, I just showed you Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai is not dealing with you anymore. In fact, these guys aren't getting tracked. We're getting tracked. They're the elites. We're the citizens, the civilians, the peasants. So as peasants, they don't see us as normal people. They see us as less than human. So they're not going to be tracked. They're the ones making all the rules. That's the difference between a peasant and an elite. See, well, I'm going to bring out this scripture, and then I'm going to break down what the difference is between like Floyd Mayweather's a peasant, Donald Trump's an elite. And I'm going to break down the difference because they both have a lot of money. So I got to show you guys. But first, I want to show you something about these guys when I told you that they're not going to be marked like we are. So let's see. And I'm not going to be. And they're just going to take me out and my family. King James Version. This is. Will you shut up? Jeez. Sorry about that. King James Version. This is Psalm 73 and 5. My dogs keep growling at each other and it's starting to make me angry. All right. King James Version. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Then when you go to the New Living Translation, one of my favorite, they don't have troubles like other people. They're not plagued with problems like everyone else. And the reason why is because they make the rules and don't have to follow them. That's why they're telling us we got to get this, we got to get that. But I guarantee you, after you make it to a certain level in society and you're an elite, you don't have to do that. Now, people like Floyd Mayweather will never be an elite. And why? Because Floyd Mayweather has to follow the laws made by his oppressor. See, Donald Trump doesn't have to follow any of the laws that he creates. That is the difference between a peasant and an elite. No matter how much money you could have billions, you have more money than Donald Trump. But if he pulls the plug on you, you're going to get all your stuff taken away and you're going to go to prison. They're not going to do that to him. They proved it by trying to put him in jail before he became the president, right? So we know that's not going to happen to him. But get caught stealing a pair of socks from Saks on Fifth Avenue, get a 25-year life sentence if you're an Israelite or a so-called black man. But anyway, let's get back into it, because I wasn't trying to make this too long. So we know that he's not in trouble like other men, but they don't have to suffer the plagues that we do. In fact, this guy doesn't even have to drive. He's had a chauffeur his whole life. He had his first $1 million by the time he was 8 years old. He was a millionaire, getting a $200,000 a year for an allowance. So he never had to spend it. Who cares? The guy is the perfect example of an end-time ruler. This is what we need to bring forth the prophecies. So to have him bring forth the main prophecy and say that we're going to enforce it finally, don't you understand that that is the hour of temptation? And where does the hour of temptation stem from? It stems from Jacob's trouble. So let's see. So a lot of you guys, where you're going to go wrong is you're going to fall into this hour of temptation. You're going to literally think that you're going to be able to save yourself by taking matters into your own hands and falling in order with this system. And that's what's going to take you out ultimately. He that seeks to save, you know what? Let's get that. He that seeks to save his life shall lose it. And he that loses his life for my sake, the same shall be saved. It's a rough paraphrase. I can't remember where it's at right now. So when you guys start justifying that you're going to be able to make it, you got to just, we got to go with whatever we have. We got to do what we got to do for the time being. All that stupid talk, he is going to take you out. In fact, let me get it. First things first. This is going out to my brothers and sisters that are going to stand strong. And you know how? Listen to the verse. This is Revelation 3:10. The first part of this verse is so important. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So everybody's going to get this hour of temptation. So the elites are pushing this temptation. Donald Trump is showing you exactly what the temptation is. It's a biometric tracking system. So, and he says, you've the word of my patience. And we gotta address that also immediately. And now let me read verse 11 really quick. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. In other words, don't let go of this truth. Stay grounded in the scriptures. That's what he's saying. Don't go outside of this, because it's not gonna benefit you to take matters in your own hands. You're just gonna end up in a situation you can't get out of. In fact, let me get that real quick, because to be kept out of the hour of temptation, you have to accomplish certain things. So let's see. Let's go to the book of Sirach. And come on. Okay, cool. Come on, please. Oh, it's doing it to me again. It's not letting me in. Come on, tablet. Book of Sirach, chapter 2, KJV. Come on. Now neither one of my things are working. Damn it. Why? Well, you know what? Let's close out some of these. All right. Let's try again. Book of Sirach, chapter 2, KJV. Nope. Salakia. Every time I try to use my tablets lately, when I'm bringing out scripture, man, these tablets it's almost like there's an algorithm trying to stop the tablet from bringing out the scripture. So, like I said, he said, since thou hast kept the word of my patience, which is really important because it takes us into the book of Sirach, chapter 2, because we got to understand how to get out of this hour of temptation, because we got to know what it means to keep his his word of patience. Revelation chapter 3, KJV. I'm sorry, guys. Nothing is working right, and I don't know why. So, let me read it again. This is Revelation chapter 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, right there, I will also keep you from the hour of temptation. So we really want to find out about this word of my patience. So let me get it. This is Sirach chapter 2, starting from the top. We're only going to read down to like maybe verse 7. But my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright, constantly endure. Make not haste in time of trouble. Cleave unto him, depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. So he's saying that you follow these instructions right here when shit hit the fan, for the lack of better words. So he told them to set his heart aright. That means come back to the laws. Constantly endure. That means to have patience in time of trouble. To hasten not means to you don't go taking matters into your own hands. So when they tell you you're not going to be able to move unless you get this biometric tracking system, you're going to say, I'm going to hasten not in time of trouble. I'm going to cleave to the Most High. I can't depart away from these instructions. I'm trying to be increased at my last end. So whatsoever was brought upon me, I'm going to take it in faith. I know that the Most High is dealing with me. And I'm going to be patient when I'm changed to this lowest state, because I know truthfully that I am gold. Because gold is tried in the fire and acceptable minimum in the furnace of adversity. So I know if I know that I'm gold, then I don't have to worry about anything. I just have to stick to the scripture. Because I know it's just I'm an acceptable man being placed in a situation of adversity to prove who I am. Okay? We all got to prove ourselves to the Most High. So what is he going to do? He's going to keep us from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon the whole world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So these guys are coming into their last, they're literally, they're on their last leg is what I'm trying to say. They think that they're going to accomplish their plan, but the whole time, all they're doing is destruction on their own behalf. It's beautiful. And that brings me to my last scripture. I'm going to shut off after this. I'm going to close out one more scripture that I'm closing out. But we know that their time is almost up. They're working as hard and as fast as they can now. And Trump is working at lightning speed trying to change things. He's trying to get everything in order. He's putting all the ducks in a row, I guess you could say. He's getting all of his for the lack of better words, man, he's getting all of his operations in order. That way they can move to the next phase of this plan. So let me go ahead and close out with this. This is Obadiah 1 and 6. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? Okay? All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid wound under thee. There is no understanding in him. So these guys are like Egyptian against Egyptian right now too. They're literally the Egyptian against Egyptian. You see Trump telling Mexico tariffs, telling Canada tariffs. We're connected to those places. So now we're having a tariff war too. And even the people that you think are with you, in the end, they're also, and you can see them starting to turn against America right now because Trump's going to hit the whole earth with tariffs. They're going to turn on him. It's going to be that simple. So let's just go down to verse 15. And we're going to close out here. For the day of Yahweh is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. So all the things that you think you're going to do, it's actually going to just come back and bite you in the ass. You are not going to escape judgment. You can try all of the moves and finesse all you want. But at the end of the day, Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushua is coming in for the Israelites only. You can try anything you want, and it's not going to stop the prophecies from being fulfilled. If you got eyes to see and ears to hear, I hope you got something out of this message. Shalom.